Hi. As I'm recording this, there are a bit over 24 hours till the first polling stations open for by far the most interesting, if not arguably the most important event in the current decade. To get this out of the way as fast as possible, I do care about this election for 3 reasons, all of them selfish, mind you. 1. The worldview of the President of the United States affects most of the time decisively the worldview that gets the most attention and funding all over Europe and many portions of Asia as well. It is in my best interest for the White House to be occupied by someone who believes political correctness is cancer, by someone who can speak like me, that is to say in plain language rather than bureaucratic gobbledygook, and by someone for whom politics is a passion rather than a source of lifestyle on taxpayers' dole. 2. There always needs to be a place where one can run to. That place has traditionally been America. Now, I would rather things stay that way. It is thus in my best interest for America to stay American, and the Supreme Court is one urgent aspect that can determine whether America stays America or not. 3. It is in my best interest for America to stay strong economically and grow even stronger. I need a place that can help me personally avoid the economic socialist insanity of the European Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. I need a place where I can send local entrepreneurs to open businesses and get themselves rich, thus making me rich, and by extension making Americans and its legal immigrants wealthier as well. Now, Donald Trump is not a perfect candidate by any means, but one needs to remember that one goes to war with the army one has rather than the army one would dream to have. In order to win such an election, one needs to build a wide coalition around oneself. The Donald Trump coalition is no different in this aspect. What is different, and indeed might prove to be decisive, is that the Donald Trump coalition contains a rather diverse bunch, from anarcho-capitalists to big state Democrats and almost anything imaginable and unimaginable in between. Sure, Trump lost the support of conservatives and libertarians, but arguably gained the support of people who didn't even exist in the polls in the past. And the latter category is wider both numerically and in terms of influence, and hopefully decisive. I don't subscribe to the idea that this election is the last chance to save Western civilization. That's a little bit over-dramatic. It takes more than an old, corrupt, lying, treasonous hag to destroy this civilization. This civilization will save itself or will fall based on a number of factors and trends which can change for better or worse at any given moment. Yes, the lying, murderous traitor with money laundering foundations can accelerate some of those trends for the worse, but she can't single-handedly destroy a civilization. What she can do, and I fear she will do, is make things so bad that one would wish she'd just finish it off. And that is why I want Trump to win. I don't believe Trump can necessarily make America great again, though I would be glad to be proven wrong. But I do believe Trump can prevent America from going wrong again, as it did during the FDR and the Lyndon Johnson era. And not going wrong again is indeed the first and the most important step towards making America great again. From where I'm standing, the worst that can happen under Trump would be for him to do nothing, which in itself would be great. After all, the best president in the 20th century was Calvin Coolidge. Best case scenario, he gets 30% of his policies passed. Most likely scenario, he gets his pick on the Supreme Court, tweaks the immigration system a bit towards the sanity side, and perhaps opens renegotiations on some trade deals. Maybe, though I doubt that. But that would still be fine. I don't think he will turn into a dictator the way Obama did, and most definitely I don't think he'll be worse than Obama. With President Trump, by virtue of him breathing, he will at least make the media great again. because the media would scrutinize every action of the President Trump the way they never did with President Obama or President Bush for that matter. There will be enough checks and balances for that, no doubt about it. The same does not, however, apply if Hillary wins. If she wins, breaking highly important laws with impunity will be called Tuesday. If none of that convinces you to vote for Trump, just think of this. The months and belly aching and butthurt that will endlessly flow from the entirety of the chattering class, the middle class left-wing pricks in the cathedral media, the conservatives, the social justice warriors, and all the right people. Brexit will feel like children's play in comparison. A huge, huge kick in the teeth for all the right people, that in itself would be glorious enough. The entirety of this neo-puritanical class of sanctimonious cucks who pretend to be disgusted that Trump said pussy, these are the people who genuinely deserve a metaphorical and political boot in the teeth and a punch in the throat, as hard as possible and as unambiguous as possible. That's all I had to say. Regardless of the result, there is a lot of work ahead of us in the coming years, and we'll still be here to do that work. There will be politics after this election cycle. Talk to you all later. Thanks for watching.